view is just beautiful. Like, what? I'm gonna tell y'all something. So, the title of this video is one, this is a high level conversation. So if you smoke one, smoke you one. And secondly, the main reason why, and this is not for y'all necessarily, this is for me. I make conscious videos in spiritual context simply just so I can trace and understand how much I've gained awareness and like understanding, right? Sometimes when I smoke, I don't be wanting nobody to see me for real. So today, I'm breaking a comfortable level. I'm breaking through by smoking this while on stream and still talking about a high level conversation. Cause I ain't gonna lie, sometimes when I be seeing myself high, I don't want no cameras, no nothing on me. I'm incognito. But today I'm letting that shit go. We're gonna smoke about half of this because I don't really care to smoke a whole joint. We'll smoke about half of this and get it going. Hold on, wait. Before you smoke anything, give intention. For all my smokers out there, smoke with intention. Everything we interact with has a consciousness attached to it. When you come to it and be like, hey, I need you for this, this, and this, and it's in alignment with what it already does, then guess what? You gonna get exactly what you asked for. Ooh-wee. So I used to smoke a lot back in the day. A lot. And when I say a lot, I mean like, I used to smoke like probably, shit, now that I really think about it, probably like 3 times a day. I used to smoke 3 times a day. And it would be like one joint. Like I'll smoke, take like 5 hits in the morning, put it out. 5 hits afternoon, put it out, finish it off at the end of the night. Now, I only smoke 2 days out the week. The reason why is because I'm using weed to collaborate with it, not just to smoke it. And the thing with collaborating with something you're using, you gotta get used to not relying on it. So, hey, yo, Mike. I'm not Mike. CL7 Edits. I wonder if your edits fire. Are you good at what you do? You want something? Here, take a hit. Go ahead. I don't condone anybody smoking, but hey, if you wanna, I ain't gonna look. What's good, y'all? Hey, if you in the video, like the video. If you smoke, slide through, gang. Slide through, like the video. Smoke you one, light you one right now if you smoke. So in this conversation, we're gonna talk about yin and yang and One Piece. All right? What's good, boss? What's good? Like the video, y'all. Like the video. If you're here right now, like the video. Like the video is free. Look at this beautiful view. Not gonna lie. Like this would be a dumbass. This would be a cold ass thumbnail, right? Right. This is the thumbnail right here. Right. With the smoke flowing too. That's the thumbnail. So look. Man, I wonder if Shedeur Sanders isn't the team he's on. They have 4 quarterbacks already, don't they? That's some shit. That might be actually sitting rock bottom. We're gonna see what happens though, because you know, the NFL is a business. It'd be a possibility a quarterback gets injured. They need somebody that's decent enough, and that is gonna pull traction so they could get more money. That team may pick up Shedeur Sanders for like probably like 700,000 or some shit. Put him on like a optional year contract on some shit, you know? All right, so we are at about the 5-minute mark. Let's get into this video. First off, do y'all fuck with the hairstyle? Y'all fuck with it? Let me know. Thumbs up in the chat. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Let me know. You fuck with this? It took me a minute to kind of get used to it. Like, it's a new style for me. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I like it. I like it. So look, it's crazy how much you smoke when you talk too. It's crazy. Like when I be sitting by myself smoking and not talking, I feel like, damn, this shit ain't never going out. Don't cap. And for those who's watching, it's healthier to smoke with papers. I smoke with Bob Marley papers. There is a difference in your high when you smoke with grab a leaf, frontal leaf, and backwoods, and also other relos and stuff like that. It is different. It is different. Hello, what you smoking? I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is like a hybrid. I ain't gonna lie. I want really some sativa. Sativa is what I fuck with. And the reason how I honestly know it's a hybrid because most weed that's like not either indica or sativa, it breaks down very easily, but it smokes. You feel what I'm saying? The weed that's like, it breaks down like it's dense. I feel like that's sativa. The weed that's bigger, like it always comes, you always get it when it's in bigger sizes and the color is like purple and greenish. That's more like indica. The orange and high color ones, that's sativa. That's sativa. Right? Bro, this view is... Let me tell y'all something. Because I'm gonna take one more hit and I'm gonna put this down. Because I feel like if I end up having this in my hand and trying to talk to y'all, I'm gonna end up looking stupid later on when I try to hit it and it's not even hitting. So I'm gonna take a couple more hits and just read y'all comments. Ooh, it's a nice neighborhood. Thank you for saying that. David Laporte say, have a good day, see ya. Thank you for people that's liking the video. I appreciate you, for real. All right, so, no. Oh, I gotta light it up more. Oh, well, do I? No, we good. We good. So, quick story time. So, I've been like on this journey of like being aware of myself and being accountable of not only my actions, but also spirit, mental, and emotional states of self, right? And when doing that, you have to essentially change your environment to kind of match what it is that you need so that you can evolve. Now, environments don't control your environment, your let's say your conditions as a self, as a person. However, what it does do, it gives off a certain influence. So what are you doing with that influence? Only picking up certain things that your influence can reach to. An example of that, if you in the hood and all you see is gangsters and robbers, there's a very slim chance you're not gonna be a gangster and a robber. It's a very slim chance. The reason why is because if it's a collective thing that everyone's doing, high key, they're gonna kind of do the same thing. And for those who don't, then that means you have a greater influence that's greater than your environment. And 9 times out of 10, the people who don't become what their environment is because their internal world has more influential than their external world. Another example of that is like you have more influential attachments, things that you fuck with, things that you do, because you lived in the house all the time. Compared to the average, not average, the version of you that did go outside and was always outside. That version of you became what the environment made it to be. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say that I'm not gonna lie, I might sit down in a second. Ooh, I got a great idea. Thank you. Hey, that bird really just helped me out. I ain't gonna lie. So look. I'm gonna move y'all. Hold on. Sorry if that's loud. Hold on. There you go. Cause I ain't gonna lie. I wanna sit in the grass and hopefully it's not too loud. I don't feel like essentially, you know what I'm saying, standing up. Let me sit down. Woo! It feels good to sit on the grass. Hey, I guarantee y'all, if you ever smoke in your life, if you ever do, go sit down outside for a second. Like, just go sit down in the grass, bro. I'm telling you. See, y'all lucky. I'm giving y'all a better view than what I have. You know what I'm saying? This is what's behind me. This is a great view. I would love to see this. However, in order for me to stay focused in this conversation, I did this for a reason. And then the blue hue. You know what I'm saying? That's. I feel like I can honestly see my aura a little bit, like a little light bluish there. All right, so look, to get, this is what these are two things we're talking about, but I'm gonna put them here. So look, when it comes to your environment and why I even brought up that conversation in the first place, it's because when I first started doing this journey of being more aware of not only my actions, my thoughts, my emotions, and my spirit, all right? Once I started to do that, I began to go outside and spend more time outside in the sun, spend more time meditating, spending more time grounding, just what I'm doing now. So, with spending more time doing that, what I ended up doing was recognizing that at that time, I didn't have grass like this. My front yard was more rocks than anything. like, and it wasn't basically an abundant level of grass, to sort of say. It wasn't an abundant level. It was very short. And then it was an apartment complex. Like, this is more of like a house. You feel me? Like, you see one house there, and then the next house there. And if I keep leaning back, you'll see another house. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is one of those, it's a nicer or more, not even gonna say nicer, a higher value in environment simply because of the space you have, right? Now, the space I was in, that felt like was like the groundwork. And ever since I've been here, it feels like I reached a new like version of what my external peace is. External peace, all right? An external peace. EP. XP, you can even say that. Your external peace is simply where you could be somewhere and be completely you without anyone else needing to be there to change you, to influence you, to, you know what I'm saying? It's just you with you, simply outside, right? When I started going in that space, it was like a lot of, like, I was outside, like outside. I was getting dark too. Like, I wasn't this dark, but like, I was getting dark. I was getting dark. So, I say this because your environments evolve the more you grow in your life. And you're not going to understand how great you've manifested and put yourself in a place of where you are now based on evolving from where you're from. You will begin to like realize like, damn, I did a lot to get here. I did a lot to get to this point. You know what I'm saying? And the more you do it, it's like, it's like you just become more proud of yourself, you know? So if you're listening to this right now, I want you to know I'm proud of you. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you at, whatever stage, level you at, I want you to know I'm proud of you because regardless of what you're going through, you still getting up, still getting after it. You stand you. You know what I'm saying? You stand who you need to be and who you want to grow to become. You feel me? Because who I am now is not going to be the same me 3 years from now, 2 years from now, you know? Like, what we are now manifests into tomorrow based on our actions, thoughts, emotions, and spirit. So, yin yang, twin. Listen. I had a question. I had asked myself this question, right? So, I have like these pair of shorts that has the yin yang symbol on it. So, I was like, I'm looking at it. I'm like, that looks like a face too. Like, if you was to just like objectively view it without getting attached to it being a sign or a symbol that means something, just pay attention to the shape of it. And I'm looking, I'm like, damn, it looks like a being. And it came to me, I was like, what if yin yang is actually a single being that our perspective see it as two different aspects of itself, but it's really just one being. Now, the yin yang symbol also does look like, the koi fish, the yin yang. That could represent that, yes. However, that's just not how I saw it. That's another way to do it. And I'm not saying don't disregard that. Add that into the pot. You know what I'm saying? Add that, and then what I'm also saying too. So I'm like, all right, what if this? If we can say it looks like a singular being, and it also represents the koi fish. Was there ever a koi fish that had both colors? Was there ever a koi fish that had both colors? And if so, what is a koi? No, we should look up that word, like, for real. Koi. Is that like a water basin? Basin meaning like pond or lake, or like. So for instance, I got a hill right here, right? If it was like water down there, it'd be like kind of like a basin. That's what I would call it. So, oh snap, what'd I do? Oh, I turned my camera off. So, taking your time, right? You can analyze one thing and understand questions that can lead you to answers simply by taking your time. And we're gonna do this in present time. So, we're gonna ask ourselves, what would a yin yang person would look like as a singular entity? What would it look like? It looks like guys looking at it. Now, yes, they are lights. However, lights is an eye to sound, because when you make a sound, it creates a what? A light. Essentially it makes a tone of acknowledgement, basically. And then it also came to me, it looks like us too. We're not single colored individuals. My hair is not the same exact color as my skin. My toes don't exactly look like my hands. My nails are not all the same color essentially as my skin. Everything kind of flows and grooves together. Like slowly think about that. Like right now, right? If I was to go hoop and it's sunny outside, and I always have my socks kind of scrunched up, right? That part of me that was up over the sock, well, under the sock, being covered by the sock, is now going to be light skinned since because the top half is getting hit by the sun, right? So is that not like a yin yang representation right there, just from our body? So let's understand yin yang for a quick second. Yin yang represents duality, lights and darks, and evening of the balance. There is no straight line in the yin yang. However, there is a moment of continuation. So, for instance, there is no gaps in the yin and yang symbol simply because it's a continuation of the energy. And we all know the Avatar scene, right? At the end when Aang basically had bro in that move, he had one hand on his head and one hand on his chest, and then the little glow moment. That was them basically fighting in the spirit realm. That was literally what's going on at that moment. So, if that's the case, that's like saying in our own duality, kind of just gotta roll with it. Like you kind of just have to just roll with it. Like don't take shit too personal. Connect with things that connects with you and wants to continue to connect with you and feeds you positivity, and also having the aspect of knowing that because of the other aspect of you, you gotta also have someone that's giving you a sense of like, yo, you gotta be accountable. You gotta do what you need to do. And sometimes, even if it isn't somebody else, with you taking time to understand yourself, it becomes yourself too. The question is, are you willing to listen to you? Like, for instance, everyone can give great advice to a friend about anything in the world and have the right things to say. What happens when you get into a the same type of thing, but it's you? Can you be the voice that you need to hear to help you make sure you make the best decision for your today so tomorrow can be greater than today? Duality is a funny thing. So across the street, it's a 16-year-old's birthday party. I think I forgot I know they're Asian. I just can't think of the type. I don't want to say Japanese, but I don't think so. I think he's Korean. He definitely looks Korean. Yeah, definitely looks Korean. Anyway, so now this is going to be my favorite part of the conversation. So this is why in the title it says, welcome to a high level conversation, anime style, right? And I know it took us about 20 some minutes to get into it, but look, sometimes you gotta let yourself build up on something that is questionable, but also logically, creatively there for you. If you just take your time to just represent how is it being presented to you. Excuse me. Now, One Piece. One Piece, yo, look. If you was to take One Piece, right? What would you say the race of each of these beings, if they were like real people? Like if they were real people, like in our world, what would each character be? So I got to thinking. Luffy is a native. Zoro is a Russian / African. The reason why I say Russian is because kind of like he's aggressive as shit and he doesn't show no type of like genuine kindness, just hard asses. And then the reason why I say African is because he has a genuine kindness for people. He just shows it in his way, you know what I'm saying? And he does, like, if you was to say out of obviously Brook, outside of Brook being the only black guy that's on the team, Zoro could be considered like black in my opinion. Like, if they was to make his skin dark and like change his hair to a different color, you'd be like, oh yeah, that works with Zoro. Oh yeah, for sure. Like, for real. It could work the exact same way. So Nami is an American woman. American. If we think about this for a second, we know how Nami is. She's an American woman. Robin, she's a European woman. Why? European woman. Just think about it, bro. Like, we don't have to really like get deep into that, but like think about that. Fuck it up and do it. American woman, bro. She tries to steal everything. And then she makes it hard for people sometimes. However, she's very reliable. And when she rocks with you, she rocks with you. And guess what? She never gonna cross you. For real. Robin, things starts off shaky. Literally started off shaking with her. And then guess what? She ended up being the person we had to go through the most shit with first. Like, to start off for real. We had to start off with her. Like, we had to literally fight. What was that? C9, C5, C9? I think it was one of them. I think it was one of them. I can't think of their names, but I can't think of their names. Damn. It's the small government assassins team. I think they're called the C9, and there's 4 of them. It's the dude that turns to a giraffe. It's the dude that turns into like a tiger. And then the other guy, I forgot what he turns into. Armadillo? Nah, not armadillo. I don't know. All right, so next person, Usopp. Usopp is Ethiopian. Hey, Usopp is Ethiopian, bro. Like, think about this, bro. This is no jab at any Ethiopian out there. Because here's the thing. Ethiopians are cool and funny as shit when you're around them. And, real talk, they gonna let you know when something ain't right. They're like, hold up. Whoa. What's going on, bro? Oh, man. And not just going off, obviously, the Ethiopians I've met, right? There's obviously some other ones out there that's completely different from how Usopp is, but that's just how I've experienced Ethiopians in my life, yeah. And I did a slash, also Joker. Usopp's the Joker. Oh, man. Yeah, I think for sure, I definitely feel Usopp, that fits for him, not even gonna lie. Franky, robots, and also AI. Franky is a boat salesman. He created boats. And now he turned himself into a robot after being destroyed by a boat. How did he do that? They never showed the process of that. They showed him just die. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just get hit by it. And then, like, a week or so later, he has, like, robot legs or a lower body. But no one really showed the process of who fixed him. Did he do it himself? You know what I'm saying? Like, these are questions that was never answered in the Franky story. So I also think this is why I think he's an AI, an artificial intelligence in the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, after that moment, and then after, what happened? It was when Luffy basically, they was trying to make him be part of the team because he built them a new ship. All right. For those who don't know, the greatest pirate in the show, because One Piece has to do with pirates. The greatest pirate in the show is damn, I can't even think of his name. Shit. This is when, like, the high kicks in. Well, fuck it. I'm not gonna do all that. So here's the thing. With Franky being a robot and essentially an AI, this is a team. Let's run it back. That's a native that's running the show. You got a Russian African, then an American woman, a European woman, and then an Ethiopian guy who can make gadgets, make your ass laugh, Joker, and he's gonna always fight back. He's just gonna complain about it, like literally. And then Brook, he is a person in the show with just bones, who can turn himself into a ghost. Who's to say, like, this actually makes sense. He ate the devil fruit that allows him to basically live forever. Live forever, but he cannot be in the sun. Was that? Yeah, I think he said he can't be in the sun. But he was black when they did the whole runarounds, like the rewinding of who basically he is to his story. He's a musician too. It was like he can't be in the sun. Or I think it was just for that. I may be unsure. I don't know. I feel like he do, but I can't remember a moment, like, in the show for real, that shows he can. And I want to be frankly honest with y'all. Just because you hear anybody talk online, that doesn't mean they know every fucking thing. So as you're listening to me, understand, I wrote these down and I'm going off the top of the dome, like what I remember specifically with what their names is. And then the question with the yin and yang shit, that was kind of like something I asked myself a couple days ago. And also, I have definitely been kind of slacking on the video, so I'm really doing what I can to make sure, like, consistency is a real big thing. And sometimes with consistency, you have to remember to not be hard on yourself, which is why I'm even talking about it in the first place. Don't be so hard on yourself when it comes to the goals you have and what you plan to do. Don't set the goal and move like the goal is already completed. And sometimes what we don't get is that in order to move like something you want is something you already have, is to think about, if you were to move like that, what state, what's the mind state, and what is the state of the body moving with now that it is in my possession? You think about it, take time to feel it, and then be like, okay, bet. Do that every day. You can write down exactly how it makes you feel and do it every day until you get it. And you're gonna be like, oh shit, damn. I experienced it myself, which is how I'm even in this space right now. And I'm grateful for it. No lie. That'll be cool if like the sun can like come from this side all the way over though, because it comes from the front side of the house and then it crosses over this way. So it's like the sun literally just shines right in front of my room, which is on the other side of the house, obviously. Now there's one more character in the show that I did not talk about. His name is Chopper. Oh, two more, my bad. Chopper. We're gonna get to the next one, obviously, after I explain who Chopper is. Chopper is a deer that can turn into a gorilla, a bull, a balloon, and can heal you. He knows all the freaking ways to heal your body. This is a beast with intelligence who can transform itself. That sounds literally kind of like some Hulk shit, but times like 20. Literally. So now, let's take a moment. And this is why I'm bringing this up. I'm not just trying to be like, oh, I figured out this makes sense, right? But like, no. Why did they pick these individuals? Like, and the reason why I even go deep with stuff like this is because it makes the show you're watching even greater. When you know the deeper insights about what you're watching, it makes you feel like, damn, I need to be watching this right now. You know what I'm saying? And then what you're gaining from it, it makes you feel like, whoa, like, damn, I'm able to take this and recognize how it connects to this. All right, bet. Let me write this down. Remember it. It's a subconscious cue that your reality shows you. You don't have to sit and watch all of these videos about high consciousness and this, that, and the third. It helps. It definitely do. The two main things you need, if I'm gonna be very honest, and this is what I would tell myself in the beginning of my journey. I would tell myself this, bro, if you want to start your spiritual journey, look, I'm gonna give you a list of frequencies. I want you to have these frequencies on your screensaver, right? Before you go to bed, play one that you feel you align with the most and how you feel. And if you don't know how you feel at the moment, ask yourself, how do I feel? And wait till you get an answer and then move forward. This, if you do that step by step, that single-handedly is going to lead you to, first off, awakening the awareness of what needs to be handled within you. And when you do that, then you have to go through the journey of like, everyone's journey is different, yes. However, I feel like these are the guidelines that I would tell myself, right? And simple as that. This is what I would tell myself. So, and those guidelines that you generate from understanding the things you're attached to, make sure what you're watching is influential. And if it's so good and it makes you feel like it makes you laugh, it gives you motivation, all these things, okay, cool. Maybe you should go a little bit deeper with the show. It'll make you like the show a little bit more. And when you go a little bit deeper on the show, what that happens is, bro, that makes you so much more excited to, one, watch the show, and then two, move with the intention of like, damn, life is really what you really want to make it. It's gonna take time. Like, everything we experience takes time. You know what I'm saying? Like, so take your time. Always take your time with this, with what you do. And so that's what I would tell myself, simply, just like that. Now, the reason why shows why they picked them. Why Luffy is the native, why Zoro is the African/Russian type of person, type of energy that he brings. Nami is the American woman, with Robin being a European woman, Usopp being the Joker, Ethiopian, Frankie being AI, Brooke being a ghost, and Chopper being a healer and a beast. Then you have a fish man. What is his name? What's his name? It's something with a J. It's Jai, something with an IE. That's what it sounds like. Fuck. It's Frankie, Chopper, Usopp, Nami, Zoro, Luffy. His name is like it's like a fiery name. It'll come to me. I'll make sure to type it onto here. I don't want to sit here and wait too much on it if it's not coming immediately. So look. That's on guard. The beat was really caught me. All right, so look. This show picked these individuals specifically for many tasks, right? Because, you know, the animators, you got the people who accept the show on the platform. The reason why they have these specific people as the lineup for the team that is going through the longest show in history. This is one of the longest ongoing shows in history, One Piece. Over 1,000 and some episodes. Because of this reason. Monkey D. Luffy. Monkey. Let me say this again. Monkey is his first name. Okay? Luffy's his last name. Luffy's not his first name. His name is Monkey D. Luffy. We've been having conversations about this 100 monkey or 100 man versus one monkey debate. I haven't looked into it at all, but why are we seeing it so much at this time? Well, what if I was to tell you it's about time we stop like moving from a reptilian state of mind? What do you mean by that? Reptilian state of mind? Nigga, what you want? Listen up. Reptilians move out of the same characteristics we do in many ways. We both do this. We fight, we fuck, we fornicate. Sorry, fornicate, yeah, it's fuck. We fight, we have sex, we run from situations, we freeze up, and lastly, sometimes we're literally cold-hearted. Let me run that back. Reptilians are like humans in many ways. And the reason why this connects to the monkeys is gonna connect. Take your time with me, please. Reptilians fight, flight, fornicate, freeze. And you know after what they freeze, what they do? They... Damn, I forgot the other one. Freeze, and then, it's one more thing. It might be just that. Freeze, and then... Fail? Oh. I lost it. It jumped away. It did like a twin cross. So look, we're moving into the monkey state of mind. What is the monkey state of mind? Well, let's think about this for a second. The strongest natural being on the planet is a monkey. Why? Because a monkey simply eats nothing but what's in the planet. naturally by itself. And obviously the genetic structure of what a monkey is, like it's just strong, big back as hell, right? Big back. Like think about that. Big back. We talk about that a lot. That's technically what a monkey is. Big back. Why are we bringing this up so much now? Well, here's one thing that both of them are. A monkey is a mammal. A reptile is like an amphibian. So, if a reptile and amphibian are the same things, where do they dwell in? They dwell in water. They start in water. Mammals start on what? On land. So if reptilians start in water, animals start on land, what do you call the being that can represent both, that can do both? We call those like, turtles can definitely be in both. Well, what can breathe underwater and walk on land? Like walk. I mean, we ain't talking about no dolphin. Dolphin can't goddamn grow legs and just like no. We're not talking about dolphins. You know what I'm saying? We can say turtles, yes. Turtles are the only ones. So, you got turtles. That's it. Right? No other one. Is there any other one? I feel like I'm hearing so many people saying so many, I'm trying to like catch it. So look, with that being said, right? Turtles have a shell, but their body is attached to the shell. They can't take the shell off. If the shell goes, they go. It's a one and done. It ain't no like, oh, you took my shell, I gotta find another one. Like, no, it's not happening, bro. What is happening though is that shell that's attached to that turtle, if it gets hit, it's gone. We are all like this turtle. We have a shell. If you hurt this shell, I'm gone with this shell. If this shell is gone, you won't see me just appear, you know what I'm saying, right next to you on some like real like geometric cool type shit. Like I could, if I take my time to like literally dive into how I could do that. You know what I'm saying? There's versions of you that can do that. However, let's think about this, just this world specifically. If you see somebody get shot, you're not gonna see their spirit rise up above them right next to them immediately. You're not gonna see that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a very optimistic person. Even with me saying that, I hear a version of me saying like, well, I ain't gonna lie, like 2% of people probably could see it. And I'm like, well, I can believe that. Out of 7 billion, 2 billion can see it. Or 2% of that 7 billion can see it. That makes sense. That makes sense. You know? So, understand this. A monkey beats on his chest. A monkey beats on their chest before they go do something. What did goddamn that boy do on top of the damn podium? What did Elon Musk do? The nigga hit his chest and threw a hand out on some, you know what I'm saying? He did that. It's okay, I can see a monkey doing that. A little baby monkey. You know what I'm saying? I can see a little baby monkey doing that. So, okay, like, I try to give myself like a realistic reaction even when I say things, just so I can be realistic more and more. And the realistic reaction I get is like, okay, cool. Monkeys, all right, monkey, what the fuck is how are we gonna make ourselves monkeys, nigga? Like, what you mean? My poor friend. Monkey and reptilian, these are different mindsets that we go into. A monkey is the closest thing to us as a human. A reptilian is the closest thing to us as an amphibian. A turtle is the closest thing to us as a being that's living in water, can breathe underwater, and can walk on water. Oh, sorry. You also got mermaids. Mermen, my bad. Forgot about them cool people. So, obviously humans can't breathe underwater, but guess what we can do? We can breathe while we're sleeping, which is essentially like breathing underwater. Like for instance, if you were to close your eyes and go to sleep, right? Are you trusting your breath to like make sure you keep breathing? Like, think about that for a second. It's a fucked up question, low key, but think about that. When you go to sleep, are you thinking about your breath, making sure it's breathing before you go to sleep? No, you're not thinking about it. You trust it. You trust that you're gonna keep breathing. You wanna know why you trust it? Because it's never not happened, right? So you're gonna keep trusting it. So that's the thing when it comes to what's going on in our reality. You are what you trust. If you don't trust something, you're not gonna be it. And a lot of people are trusting the fight, fornicate, feast, freeze, and fly away, move away, run away. So that's really what it is. It's flight, fright, which is like running away, fornicate, freeze, and fight, flight, fornicate, freeze, and then they, you know what I'm saying? They fight each other. Man. I feel like I missed it again. Fuck. It's okay though. You gotta just take your time. I ain't mad at myself. So I want to ask you a question. If you were to take a peek into the Dragon Ball Z universe and saw you, what would you look like? Simple question. If you were to peek into the Dragon Ball Z universe, multiverse, omniverse, what type of Saiyan would you look like? And the reason is because, bro, people are getting their powers. Everyone is powerful in this motherfucker. Like, let's not get it twisted. Like, come on, bro. Like, we don't even need to put it into like, bro, there's so many examples. People, I don't even got to. Like, you see somebody doing something spectacular that many people you don't know can do. They gain a superhuman ability. Because guess what? There's no average human being doing what they're doing. And I had to put the emphasis on shaking my head because, like, bro, it's not. They're out of all the people you know, if you could give a percentage of people you know have a superpower, what number would you give? Like, real talk. I'm gonna leave that question for y'all because I don't even think I don't feel like thinking about the question, but it's a good question. I want to get to the next little aspect of this, and we're gonna get out of here because I want to finish watching this show. Man, this show Titans is fire, bro. I ain't gonna lie, this shit is hard, nigga. This show, bro. And here's what I'm getting from the show, right? Look, I'm doing it real time. Why I like this show so much? First off, I love Teen Titans growing up. First off, Teen Titans hard, man, hard. And Teen Titans Go, it's alright. However, the Teen Titans, the original was hard. And then to see it in like live, like, you know what I'm saying? First off, I didn't know Gotham City was New Jersey or Philly. Is it New Jersey? Nah, I think they labeled it as New Jersey, bro. What's the name? Gotham City is New Jersey. I thought it was Chicago this whole time. It takes influences from Chicago and London. But if you look it up, what city is Gotham City based off of? It's gonna say New Jersey. I honestly think that might be a Mandela effect because I remember my dad specifically telling me like, yo, it was a scene where Batman drove in like the first Dark Knight movie where he drove the shit up the wall, came down and drove back off. That one scene was hard. That was in Chicago. I forgot what the street name was, but that was in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So I believe the Gotham City may be New Jersey with like a mixture of Chicago. Because you gotta think about it, that we don't know the maps of these DC and, you know what I'm saying? We don't know the maps of what they have. You know what I'm saying? They don't show a map of the Marvel universe. Like what's the word? They don't show that proudly. You have to look that up. Like, you're not gonna see a random post like, hey, take a peek of the new update of the Marvel's universe. They're not gonna do that. Nor with DC. You have to look that up. And the question is, why is there even a DC and Marvel universe in the first place? Why are we so fascinated with it? Why are we so fascinated with Dragon Ball Z? Because we all have special gifts. Literally. If you were to take time with yourself and be like say for instance, you have nothing to do. Nothing to do, but you want to do so much. But there's nothing on your mind. You ask yourself, what do I want to do? You're like, I don't know. I want you to think of every freaking show you've ever seen before. Do something that you would do if you was to watch yourself as a show. Turn your life into your own movie and see what happens. It's a very accountable position, meaning you need to be responsible and reliable. Responsible. Responsible. You need to take your time to reflect, respect, spawn back into who you need to be, and then boom, sponsor, son, be the light, and then responsible, able basically means being able, and then Abel is the one that got killed by Cain. So what are you saying being able? Abel is motherfucking not even existing. Abel is the first representation of a son being sent, a son losing its physical body. Abel is the first son that is being eliminated in the story of the Bible. But no one thinks about what happened to the energy of Abel. But we use it in everything. I'm able to grab this. You feel me? So what are we saying when we say responsible, accountable, reliable? Responsible, respect, reflect, spawn, regenerate. Sir, you are the son of the things that has left you. What left us is Abel. You're the son of what left. So, when you're telling someone you're responsible, you're saying you're the son of what left. So stop leaving. Don't be what left you, essentially. To be responsible, don't be what you dealt with before. Don't be that. So when we talk about doing a lot of shit we're doing, and you taking your time to just embrace the fact that you're evolving as not only a person, and then treating your show, your movie, your life into what you want it to be, you become the greatest you. It's hard to do that. I understand it's hard, but guess what? It's only hard because you make it. Make it easy. Message, make it easy. Reliable, reliable, reliable. Respond, respect. Lie, lay down, like lie, and then lie, not telling the truth. And then you got a bull. It's either you're gonna tell the truth or not, bro. That's reliable. Are you gonna tell the truth or not? Can I rely on you to just be honest with me? Like real shit. That's reliable. Like, come on now. Come on now. So, let's give a little summary of what we talked about before I go in the house, so we understand what we can build on and take for our journey, okay? We're gonna end it off with this. So, the reason why the One Piece show is one of the longest shows in the world right now, and having the specific people in the whole, let's say, in the story itself, and then you got to understand the ship also had a consciousness in the show, okay? So, the reason why is because the world is transforming from a reptilian world to a mammalian world. And this may just be my reality. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's reality ain't the same. Like, think about it. It's not even like 40, 50, 60. I don't even know how many people's going to be seeing this anyway. I don't know how many views I'm going to get on this. So I don't know how many people's in line with this reality. So when I say this and I'm experiencing it and you align with it, I want you to understand, continue to do what you do if you're picking up what you need to move how you move. Just understand what you do matters because it turns into the future you. Don't do things that you don't want to do in the future. Real shit. But if you want, and I don't like using the word but this is a good one. This is a good position to kind of like do almost like a U-turn, but really like I stop, check your windows and everything. It's kind of like you hit a speed bump. You know what I'm saying? You hit a speed bump. Going a little too fast. You ain't look down and check the speed, the shit. So slow down a little bit, right? Understand what you do is your frequency that animates outside of you. What you do plays out into your reality. The more you do what you do, the more you influence your reality. If you don't want something in your reality, don't do it. If you're ready to upgrade something in your reality, go through it. Go through it. All right? Go through it. Because guess what? If you committed already, shit, you might as well just, you know what I'm saying, stay strong, do what you got to do, stay 100, you know what I'm saying, and just love you. Embrace you. Because guess what? Ain't nobody in your story is going to help you more than you, because anyone who gives you advice is literally just an aspect of you trying to help you be you. You is your own universe, by the way. Now, that is the, I feel like that's the good message of the day. That's the message of the day. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all for being here. Continue to love yourself. If you do smoke, smoke responsibly. You don't need to smoke your whole joint all at once. You don't need that much weed in your life. You really just need time out inside of nature. You need time to create. You need time to write. You need time to breathe. You need time to feel. You need time to drink water. You need time to not be so hard on yourself. That's what you need. And then when you do smoke weed, are you telling me I gotta finish? No? Okay. Oh. I mean, I know I am. It's just like, I don't know if you're telling me to. No? Okay. She turned and looked at me like a mom. Yo, okay, look, let me tell you the dialogue. Let me tell you the dialogue. So, stop it. So, look, when they talked, I was like, when I said, you want me to stop? She's like, boy, you know you need to stop. You already high as fuck. You said what you needed to say. Get the fuck out. And then after I asked, it turned, because when it said that, when it turned around, and it was like its back was basically face to me. And then it turned again, and I said something, and I acted like I didn't know what it was saying, and it faced me. It was like, come on, bro. That shit was like, stop playing. All right, let me get out of here, man. I love y'all.